All right, morning everyone. So we are out today. We're out chasing flathead. So I've got the swim bait rigged up and I've got a big bent minnow rigged up. So the plan is we're just going to fish all these flats over here, so just draining down. We've got the lowest low of the year. It's a minus 0.1 according to Willy Weather, which is a bit exotic, but oh, we'll take it. So that's the plan. The moon is setting and the sun's just about to rise, so we'll see how that goes for us. And we're gonna fish for this last 1 hour of the run out, 6 a.m.'s low, and then we're gonna fish the incoming for about 2 or 3 hours and we're gonna bail. So let's grab them out, let's get into it, let's see how we go. So I'm in two minds about what to start with. I'm thinking I'm gonna start with the bent first up, just because there's been some tailor getting around, and there's always a shot of a tailor. So it's all catch and tag, catch and release. All right. Drag stop working is always great. This reel is very old, eh? She is very, very old. Listen to it. Oh god, that sounds bad. Yeah, so there's a few tailor getting around and stuff at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. Look at it for a morning. Just calm. The only downside was the ramp was just chaos. Like, yeah, being a Sunday and being weather like this where there is like no wind, my god, does it bring out the characters. There were two blokes about to have a blue because that was a bit weird. Yeah, two blokes about to have a blue. What is that? See that swimming right there? Is that a stingray? Or is that a fish? What is that? Well, that's a stingray. That's different. Alright. Oh, there's two of them. Check that out. How wild's that? Old mate's probably trying to throw the leg over the missus. Yeah, that's a bit different. Assuming you guys could see that right underneath that lure. Oh. Yeah, so as I was trying to say, the ramp was a bit chaotic this morning. So when I was launching, there was one bloke going off at another one because he had his headlights on. He couldn't reverse down. There was another guy that was launching. I had my boat sitting there and the tide's running. And he didn't know how to launch, and you could just see his boat just coming around. I'm like, this is going to hit. This is not a good start. So to go help him launch his boat. Like, far out. And then everyone that was launching put it right on either side of the ramp. And I'm like, you got all this sand and all this room. You know, move your boat down. But no, they wanted to put it pretty much on the ramp. Don't know why, but yeah, you got to love Sundays, eh? You just absolutely got to love them. There's like no efficiency, no courtesy. There is nothing going on. But that's all right. So as you can tell anyway, we're chasing flatty. So it's one of the little spots I like to fish for them. You got these nice flats, you got a bit of rubble, a bit of weed, just drains down. At the moment we're in pretty deep water. It's like 6-8 foot here, but then we sort of pick up onto this little shelf almost, and they tend to sit through there. There's something over there having a look. You can see all the swirls in it. Probably a little bream. And all this is a 3 to 5 kilo setup. And it's got 20-20 on it just because it's a bit of an all-round rod that I'll use. Like if I go jack fishing, I'll sometimes take it out. It's just a lighter setup that I don't mind using. But it's pretty simple. We're just casting out. And we're just twitching it down, just trying to get it subsurface really. Occasionally I'll let it pop back up, just giving it a moment, but most of the time I like working it sort of about that far into the surface. Just seems to have slightly better results. But I also think normally I'm out here fishing when there's a bit more wind, so I I don't think the flathead are too keen on really belting surface just here, but like, I've never had one take it off the surface. Actually, I might have once, but that was a bit down further. Normally the fish that are here seem to take it when you're retrieving it, more subsurface style. So the bent minnow sort of looks like a banana, right? As it dives, it'll like go down and then it'll like kick hard left, hard right, and float back up. So there's heaps of different like versions of it. You can get the crossfire version. I think Berkeley just came out with one as well. So this is the expensive one, the OSP. So it's about 40 bucks. So it's not a cheap option, but look, they're great lures. You just got to change the hooks on them. But that's sort of the plan. Is I'll throw this while it's a little bit early, and then when the water starts to drain, the tide sort of dries off, that's when I'll grab out the swim bait. But for now, just use this sort of like as a bit of a searching lure. I don't know if my shoulder's going to be up for throwing the swim bait all day, or all morning I should say. But that's sort of the gist of it. So hopefully we can pick something up. So we're now in 3 foot of water, you know, which is pretty shallow. See, there's lots of bait getting around up here. It's just flickering everywhere. You see it carrying on. Good sort of depth to be targeting these guys. Oh, we're on. I was watching that. Oh, geez, that drag's way too tight for it. I was watching it and I was like, geez, that lure's acting weird. I don't think he's a big one. He's just swimming into us now. There you go, first one on top water. Like you could tell by the rod tip, he's not doing much. He didn't even pull drag. Looking at him, he's like a low 40, if that. What tends to happen is they sort of wrap themselves up into it. Yeah, he's not big at all. Not big at all. Look at that. There you go. So, yeah, he'd be lucky to be 40, but he had a crack. Please go. I reckon he would go close to 40, but I would tag him, but I just really can't be bothered for this sort of size at the moment. But it's pretty cool to think that he took on that. So, you know, that's 130, so, you know, no, yeah, he's probably only about 35 actually, but yeah, we'll send him back. So that was just flicking right in there and just twitched it down. I seen a bit of commotion. Then I went to twitch the lure again. It didn't really move properly. And I went, oh, that's a bit weird. So I started whining and had the weight. So what he's probably done is just, he's just come up and grabbed it and not really known what to do because he's pretty small, but you know, we're just fishing for a bit of fun this morning. So size really doesn't bother me. I'd like to get the bigger one on the swim bait if they're out here, but so this is more of like a searching thing. There's generally flathead along this bank. It's once you find one, you tend to find a few more, but sometimes they only hit certain lures, so it's always good to sort of figure things out. Because I've only been fishing, I had a look, it's been about 25 minutes. We started just over there, slowly working our way down. We've got it's about half an hour now to the bottom of that low. So the tide's just essentially dying right out. Still very shallow, like we're sitting in 2 foot of water here. So the only way to target these fish is what we're doing now. Like there's probably flatheads out here sitting where we are, but I just like to fish this real shallow section. Mainly because, like, you know, no one else is. There's no one else out here doing it. Might as well throw the top water sort of stuff up there, the floaters, see how they go. got him. Oh, pulled the hooks. Man, this drag. That hit it off the top too. That was an off the top take. That was a bit better of a fish. So this drag is not, I need a new reel. Oh. Oh well. Still, 2 fish out of this little spot just here. He was definitely a better fish. Slightly different retrieve. That was like that little twitch, twitch, twitch. Let it sit back down, let it float up. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Sort of like you almost hop in a little plastic. So it goes dive, 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 and then it'll just float back up. Oh, got him. Good fish. Shit, he's hauling. He's hauling. Whoa. There's a really good fish. I know I've backed off this drag, but a really good fish. Jesus Christ. This is heavy. Well, we're gonna have to go for a little chase here. This is it's not, if it's a flathead, it's a really big flathead. I'm not gonna lie, but it hasn't, that's not very flathead like. Said if it's a flathead, it's gonna be a beauty. It's spooking everything in the area. Just sort of got to keep it high because there's a lot of rock and rubble here. Should get up. Oh, it's not a flatty. It's a massive trevally. Oh, I've only ever caught one big trev here before. This explains a lot. This really does explain a lot. I was thinking to myself, Jesus, that's a really strong run. But no, it's a massive trev. Getting a sore arm now. It's pulled out of his mouth, one treble, and gone round to his belly. So we're basically bringing him in upside down or sideways, as you can see now. But yeah, I've got one trev here before. He wasn't this big. Now I was on a little grub. Oh my God. Oh, how's that for flathead bycatch? That is a tank of a trev. Well, I have never got one this size here, but there she is. Wait. Oh. That's come in at 56, 57. So that's not what we're after, but yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. This is all she came on, which is just that 130mm Bent Minnow. Just 2020 and casting out. Like I said, we missed that flathead and just kept working it, and it's just powered through. And we were sitting in 1.5 feet of water. So it goes to show you these big fish are getting up there super shallow, but That's wild. That's wild. So what we'll do is we'll let it go, and we'll keep casting. We'll try and get that flathead, the one thing that we came for. Nicer flathead. So yeah, I'm just sort of shocked by that. For how long I've fished here, like I said, I've only ever got one trevally. Just casting out further, just hopping a 3-inch grub. So yeah, very surprised by that, but let's let it go. Let's get back into it. There it is again. It's actually the biggest GT I've caught in this region. It's very, very surprising. So we'll send it on its way. Back she goes. Well, that was very, very surprising. Yeah. It's not what I expected. I've thrown this lure a fair bit out this sort of area, and yeah, normally you just get flathead, and I've got the odd tailer, but I've never got a big GT like that, especially up here. Most of the better fish I've got are just out here in the middle area. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just, yeah. Well, it's definitely worth coming out. I was umming and ahhing this morning where I was going to go, because I was thinking to myself, oh, I'll head to the canals, might give the canals a crack. And I was like, don't know how I feel about that. I don't have much time. I'm like, I don't even know if I'll get a trev. And I come out here and pick up a trev. It's a little bit different. Right on the bottom of the low too. Actually, that tide may have changed already. Yeah, we might have been right on that dead low, because I think it's now changed. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, I think it's now running in. There you go. Same, we didn't have long before that run in started. It's a big run in too, so it's really going to get up and move. Just spooked a heap of mullet through here then. Yeah, that run in started. That really didn't take long. Well, it tells me we've been fishing for an hour. Not too bad. 1 hour and we got 2 fish. We got the target species and a very cool bycatch. There we go. We're on. Yeah, that's a flathead. You know, we can tell it's not stripping all the line and running 100 meters. It's got good weight to it though. A lot better weight than that last one. A lot better quality fish here. It's still not massive. The bigger ones will take off and just go for it. So yeah, right on that run in. So it seemed to be that turn of the tide to the start of the run in. We're getting the action. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, he's not a bad fish. Looks like he'd go in the 50s. Oi, oi, oi. Ah, there you go. Maybe even the 60s. Yeah, he's not a bad fish. We're going to chuck this girl into the live well, just because I don't have much time, but we'll get a big camera out afterwards. See, she'll just sit there happy. Because I don't want to miss this little window. Obviously there's something going on. Because if I miss this window and get out the big camera, it's going to get away from us too quickly. Just with, I think we got like a 2 meter swing today, which is big for this area. So I kind of want to get get things sorted before then. But what we'll do is we'll go over to swim bait. We'll see if we can swim bait one to sort of finish up. Alright guys, so was a bit sketch holding flathead, but there she is. So it is super bright. We've got sun directly ahead right now, but yeah, this one's going to be coming home. The father-in-law messaged me saying, yep, keep it for me. So she's gone 60. As you guys see, I generally just let everything go, so it's pretty rare I actually take a fish, but yeah, just came on the Bent Minnow. Same thing as this morning. So it needs new hooks. It lost, I reckon I hooked another 7 to, yeah, I'll probably say 7 flathead I lost there, landed the 2. But overall pretty sweet. Current's pumping in now, just sat down, had something to eat. The flat's pretty much filling, and yeah, we're gonna head back to the ramp. Overall, I think we fished for about 2 hours. Went pretty good, just felt like a quick little outing. Got to get home, got to get stuff ready. We've got people coming over this afternoon, but yeah, that kind of did it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.